Hello everybody and welcome back into Progressive Auto Sales Arena from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. It is the Sarnia Sting and the London Knights in their second of 4 meetings this season. Sarnia Sting taking the first meeting 6-5 in a shootout. That was last game in London. The Knights will look for revenge tonight as this one on the road for the London Knights. Here's Bach down the left side. They're the best road team in the league this season. 3 straight wins to start the year. Here's a chance and a good early save made by Serzica. That's cleared but not out. Kept in momentarily by the Knights. Still kept inside. Backhander, they try to get it out. Schwent sent it back to his own net, and Serzica had to be ready for that. Sting kept in their own zone. Gazisov to Sim. Moving in, can't get a shot. Gazisov put it right on, and Serzica knocking that out. Here's Gazisov to the point. Bach moves in. Knocked again by Serzica. Gazisov back to the point for George. Wyndon fires. That just missed the net wide. Here's Kai Schwent, and the Sting finally turn the other way. They'll backhand it into the London zone. The first time against London in 2 years that they're going in the yellow uniforms. Here's Gazisov. He'll carry it to the middle of the ice. In come the Knights. Winding and shooting right on. Great save made by Serzica in the splits. And looking in disbelief is Gazisov as we're scoreless almost 7 minutes into this first period. So here's the face-off. One back by the Knights. George with it. He'll wind and shoot, and Serzica with the answer to that. Way couldn't clear. McHugh to the net. He scores! A rip from McHugh, and the London Knights open the scoring here in the first. It's Max McHugh with his second of the season. This is just a perfect shot in a perfect spot. Serzica doesn't have a chance. Perfect placement by the London Knights. They're going to take a 1-0 lead here early in this first period. Here's George up ahead for Easton Cowan. Right winging in. He'll bring it for the Knights. Winding and shooting, and Serzica had to be ready. He was. Rebound off the post. That one came right back out front. Cowan to George. They move in again. In on goal. And Serzica scrambling, but he has that. Not out. George to Bach. Setting up here the Knights. Cowan right on. Stopped by Serzica. It's been all London here in the first. Here they come again. Down low looking to the front of the net. Young standing around. It goes in behind. Now looking out front for a pass. They got it. Big save Serzica. Young clears, not out. McHugh just misses the net wide. Sting can't get it out. Round the boards it goes. McDonald trying to find it. O'Reilly has it to the goal. Sticked away by McDonald. There's Zach Felak. And the Sting turning up ice as they send it back down into the London zone. 6 to play here in the first. It's 1-0 Knights. Here's McHugh. Up the left side, dropping for Lawrence. It's turned over to Brown. Brown will send it in for the Sting. Chased after and down by Moses. Moses back around to the far side. That finds Brown. Van Bommel took that away, and here come the Knights. To the middle of the ice, in over the line. Winding for a shot from the right corner. Instead, he'll feed it to Dickinson. Moving in with a chance. That's knocked away. Wainwright couldn't get it out. Hurt will try. That's back into the corner of the Sarnia zone. Lawrence a chance. Van Bommel centering it over, and Kadjovic got in the way of that. Sting will just clear it into the London zone and chase it down. Picked up by Dalen Moses. Kicking that back to Wainwright. Back to the point for Hurt. Huey Hurt waits and shoots. First shot of the game for the Sting, and it glances over the net. Last minute of play here in the first. Sent around the far boards. Lawrence has it. He'll find help in Hultinen. Here's Hultinen. And here come the Knights again. Womanak trying to get back. There's the shot. Serzica the stop. Rebound. 2 seconds in the period. He stopped that too. Third chance slides wide. We're through one. 1-0 London after 1 here tonight from Sarnia. All London Knights in that first period. They absolutely dominated the Sarnia Sting from start to finish in that period. Sarnia looking for a much better second. Shots on goal after the first. 15-1 London. They lead 1-0 after 1. The hits are 4-2 for the Knights. Faceoffs 2-1. No power plays. 1-0 after 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena. The Sarnia Sting and the London Knights. And this is the first time in Sarnia this year these two are playing. Here's Bach sending it over for Landon Sim, the former Sting. O'Mary took that back. Doucette finds Schwent. Here's Kai Schwent. He shoots. He's stopped. And Sičić plays that back to Fisher. Over to O'Mary. Winds, fans on it, breakaway. Landon Sim, he's in alone on his former club. And he stopped and it got a chunk of the post. Gazasov put it, backhander by Sim, that doesn't go. Fisher clears, out and down the ice it goes. Sting chase it down, it's Kai Schwint. Back off the board to the point, that missed everyone and back down it goes. Fisher racing after it, bumps his man off, but landed Sim back to it. Sim to the net, to Bonk, he moves in, shoots, that's blocked and the rebound slides wide. Sting collect it now. Schwint for O'Mary. Here's Nathan O'Mary. He has the moves, he's in, he shoots, he's stopped by Simpson. Not much on the opportunity, but still a good one nonetheless. And a face-off here in the London zone. We're almost halfway, it's 1-0 Knights. Well, it's been all London in this hockey game. Sarnia getting their first shot of this period, second shot. And one in total in the first, so already doing better in the first period, but they got to do more than that. Here's Cowan down the right side, has a lane to the net, and he's kicked out by Serzica. Young gave that away to O'Reilly. Almost halfway now, McHugh has the goal. He's stopped again by Serzica. McDonald to Carter Kostic. Here's Kostic, 2-on-1, he'll move in, he'll shoot! And he's stopped way in front, that doesn't go. Maybe the best chance of the night for the Sarnia Sting. McHugh back in his own corner as we hit the halfway mark, 1-0 London. Back to the point, that's McDonald, dropping for Kostic. Easy stop made by Simpson. Not enough on that shot opportunity, and we are officially past the halfway mark. It's 1-0 Knights. Time on attack is 6.5 minutes to just under 2 minutes for the Sting. 4 more minutes, or 4.5 more minutes than the Sarnia Sting's time on attack. Young shoots, that's right on. Round to Young, Sting attacking. There's another shot that's shrugged aside. McDonald moves in, he shoots, that's stopped. Rebound slides wide, back to the post, Simpson covers. And the Sarnia Sting starting to attack here past the halfway mark of this one. Here's the draw. One back by the Knights. Edward has it, he'll carry it through center. Here we go. Sarnia Sting are going to take a penalty right now. The face-off will come to the left side of the Sarnia net. London to the power play with 6:40 remaining in this period. Draw one back, finds Bonk. Bonk over to George. George shooting, that's off a leg. Sting do not get it out. Yes, they just do, as Bonk can hold the line. And the face-off will come just outside the Sarnia line here. Here's the draw outside the Sarnia zone. Sting trying to take 2 in a row over London for the first time in 10 years. Here's Simp. He'll bring it back in. Gave that away to Fisher. Julian has a lane. In a load, he's stopped by Serzica. Best save in a while tonight as this one rolls out of the zone. Bonk is back to it. He has Julian. In over the Sarnia line. He'll wind. Get an opportunity. And he's stopped by Serzica. Rebound turned over in front. There's another chance. And they score. Waved off as there was some contact on the play. And is this going to come back? Serzica, good save. Right there, there's contact. This is easily going to come back. No goal. 50 seconds left on the London power play here. Shot the goal 20-9 for the Knights. Here's Kostic, fed it. It's just out. 5:22 to go in the period. 1-0 Knights. We hope you're enjoying this one. A tight affair from Sarnia between the London Knights and the Sarnia Sting. This is nothing like the 6-5 shootout win for Sarnia last game. Much tighter. And here comes George. He'll bring it in. Left side going to the net. George to Gazasov, block. Rebound, they got it away. Serzica, a huge stop. McDonald off the boards. That's out. Shrugged ahead. Kostic, it's in. He's in. He shoots off the side of the net. And Simpson holds on to that as the power play comes to an end. So here we go. Face-off one taken by the London Knights. Brought in here from the right side. The Knights to the attack. That's off a leg and into the corner. Down low. Dug free here. Here's Dickinson. He'll shoot. It's off the post. And just missing there were the Knights again. Edward to the net. That's blocked. Picked up again by London. In behind the Sarnia goal out front. That's sticked aside. Dickinson with it. Down to McHugh. McHugh looking to the front. The Sting take that away, and they'll send it out and down the ice, and that will go for icing. Last minute of play here in the second period. It's the London Knights 1. The Sarnia Sting 0. Sarnia has been blanked here at home once this season. Their only loss of the year is a 2-0 loss to Erie. Dickinson, that's blocked. Wainwright took it back. Now the Knights keep it in and go to the attack. Cowan to O'Reilly. Shooting off the leg. Rebound came, and it's stopped by Zerzicha. Sting will just chip it around the boards and back out the center. That'll do it for 2. London Knights, the only goal in this game. It's 1-0 through 40 minutes. They lead in a very tight one here tonight from Sarnia against the Sting. Shot to goal in the hockey game, 22-11 for London. Hits are 9-8 for the London Knights. The faceoff's 11-2 London. Power plays 0 for 1. Sarnia hasn't had one. 1-0 London after 2. Welcome into period 3. It's the London Knights and the Sarnia Sting in their second of 4 meetings this year. London looking to take game 2 of the season. The first time the Sting will beat London for the second straight time in 10 years. They haven't beat them 2 games in a row in 10 years. They have an opportunity here tonight, down 1-0 in this third period. Here's Bonk. He'll carry it up the left side. And the Knights look to go the attack, but they give that away to Schwint. Julian on the right, moving in. He has a lane, and he's stopped by Zerzicha. Got a good shot away. And now Lucas Fisher will go the other way for Sarnia. Sending it in, it's chased down, picked up by Sijic. Sijic, hero of last game, couldn't sneak that through. He tried to open up a lane there. It didn't work. And Landon Sim, the former Sting, will send it around the far boards. Sent back around to Tyson Doucette. Sarnia to the attack. Here's Doucette, moves in, shoots, he stopped, rebound, they score! They've tied it! 1-1 here in the third. And whose goal is it going to be? It looks like it's going to Marko Sijic again. The hero of last game gets it tied here tonight. Well, the Sarnia Sting tie it here in the third period, 1 apiece. And that will get the fans on their feet here tonight. Well, 1-0 all the way into the third. Doesn't look good. It looks like headed possibly for a second straight shutout loss. That's out of the cards now with a goal. Here's a chance. Felak trying to get that to go. And Simpson makes the stop and holds on for a faceoff. We are 1-1 now here in the third period. As we mentioned, Sarnia chance for the first time in 10 years to win 2 in a row against the London Knights. A home and home. Here's the draw. One back by the Sting. O'Mary shoots. That's off a stick. There's an opportunity sent wide of the net. Maybe on purpose. Pass in front that just missed the target. Looked like Cooper Way had a way to put it in, but didn't settle down for him. Sim will send it in. McDonald chases back. Some boos coming down here from Sarnia. Maybe a missed call. As here's Cooper Way. Way drops that for Felak, gave that away. Taken back. Way shooting, he stopped. Rebound, they score! And the Sting take the lead. Carter Kostic. 2-1, Sarnia. It looks very similar to the goal that just tied it for the Sting. Now they find themselves in front here in the third period. They're catching up in shots. They're creating opportunities, getting rewarded. And they have their first lead tonight. Carter Kostic the goal. It's 2-1 Sting. In come the Knights to the attack. George shoots right on. Zerzicha has that. Weight it down. Way try to get that out. Felak will try. Way out to center. And now Bonk will carry back in for the Knights. Here's Bonk left side. Going to the net. Dropping for McHugh. He has a goal tonight. His shot sails wide. O'Reilly in front. They score! It's McHugh with his second of the night. And the London Knights respond back again. It's 2-2. At 11:38 of the third period, a short-lived lead for the Sarnia Sting. As expected, Well, the London Knights never go away, and we know this, that they're the top team in this league for a reason, and they show it again here why. Here's Kostic trying to take off with it. That was cut by the Knights. O'Reilly turns up ice the other way. Here's O'Reilly. Might be a 2-on-1. He's in. Drop shot. Stopped by Serzicha. Sting will look to go back to the attack the other way. It's Easton Wainwright. Here's Wainwright. Weaves his way. Got the shot. It's off the post. Looked like it was going in, and they hit iron. For the third time, they tried to go on that side on a rebound. Moses to Bonk. Here come the Knights, left side and in. Last game went to extra time. This one on its way there if it stays this way. McDonald back. That pass was cut on the feed. Dickinson to Cowan. And the Knights look to just escape the zone. They give it away. Here's Moses in alone. He just missed high. It may have got a piece of the blocker. Keeping it. Here's Moses. He shoots. Easy save. The rebound bounces wide. There's another opportunity. It doesn't go. Sting set up. Moses shoots. Fanned on it. Clark kept it in, but it now comes out. McHugh to Cowan. Here come the Knights the other way. Easton Cowan to take the lead. And he's poke checked by Serzicha. Here in the final minute. Here's Schwint the other way. Here come the Sting. Schwint moves in, waits. He shoots. He scores! Kai Schwint snipes one home in the final minute to give Sarnia the lead back with just seconds remaining. This is a perfect shot from Kai Schwint, rewarded, and that's what happens when you're patient with the puck. He was patient here, looked for his lane, let it go, it finds its way in London, pulling the netminder to get it tied up, and a penalty as well. 19 seconds to go. The London Knights will go to a 6-on-4 here with the extra attacker and the power play in session. Looking to tie it here. Face-off one. Edwards shoots right on. That's stopped by Serzicha. Kept in by the Knights. Backhander scooped up. It's loose. Bouncing around. It's picked up by Sim. One last chance. Gazasov stopped. Rebound point blank. That doesn't go. 3 seconds left. The Knights attacking. A chance doesn't go. Serzicha holds on. And the Sarnia Sting for a second straight night take down the London Knights. 3-2, your final score. Well, they went back and forth in this hockey game. The Sarnia Sting were held scoreless through 40 minutes. They score 3 in the third to overcome the London Knights of a final score, 3-2. It's the second of 4 meetings between these two teams, so London will take, or at least try to take the next 2 meetings when they face later in the season. Your final score tonight from Sarnia, the London Knights 2, the Sarnia Sting 3.